All right, guys. Yeah, whatever you need to do. Hey. Welcome back to Autocorrect Primer. I'm working on the audio and everything at the moment. So just give me a moment. I got to get that circle fixed. I thought I had already fixed it, but no. Apparently I didn't. Okay, there's the banners. So yeah, I'm excited to be back. There we are. Let's do that. Actually, let's go here and let's do that. So we are live. It is dark where I am at the moment. Try not to get that directly into your eyes as I turn this way. I am going to be sharing the link in just a moment. So anyone and everybody, you hear me good? Thank you. Hey, Harold, how you doing, my man? So yeah, I'm going to be sending this link out. Let's see here. Copy. And so anyone is more than welcome to jump in. I am doing this all the way to the new year. I'm working on right now. I'm working on the video for my countdown, the best figures for me this year. So absolutely happy to have everyone here that is here. Happy New Year, Ruben. Happy doing all right, brother. Hope you are. We are. Had a couple of medical things we had to do for Nikki today and then her father. So yeah, happy New Year. So yeah, this is a tradition I used to do every New Year. I used to do this live event, and I used to let it go for a long time. And I was going to do a live show last night, but I was like, I'm here, so I need to go ahead and do it today. And I got somebody backstage. Let's ask. Hey, my friend, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Tired. We had a lot of doctor's appointments today, and trying to get Nikki an appointment to make sure she doesn't have walking pneumonia, apparently. So yeah, so let me see. Did this pull up? And I'm going to share this to the Discord if it has. Right now, she's feeding the kitties. You'll hear them in the background.
Don't be surprised if you hear my two little kikis in the background. That's what I call my cats. I call them kikis.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
Nice.
also, let me turn off. I gotta fix my camera real quick. I am pleased to announce I still need to do my video in a bit, but I am pleased. I'm finally happy that my last Transformers figure of this year is my G.I. Joe Soundwave.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Oh yes, I have the His Tank Megatron, and I don't have the Bumblebee or Cup yet. I'm still working on getting those, but I'm actually enjoying the GI Joe Transformers figures. This is pretty much the only thing GI Joe related I have.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, it's a good thing for that. So, it's definitely a good thing to do.
Even though a lot of people don't.
A lot of people don't like them.
I know a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people don't. And these are more for the GI Joe collectors more than the. Nah, a lot of people don't like them only because they're. A lot of Transformers fans are not fan of G.I. Joe, and these figures are more for the G.I. Joe audience than the Transformers audience. But I'm not big into G.I. Joe. I don't really want to start collecting all that because I want to try to stick to only a limited amount of sublines or something like that because I don't want to go overboard and all that. So I don't mind collecting the G.I. Joe Transformers. They're pretty good. Plus, I like that they're based on their actual vehicle modes are the exact same size as the original vehicles.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, yeah, that's interesting. Yes, I do like the lightsabers. I still gotta do video where I show off all the stuff that we got
Sorry.
at the Lumberton Con that we went to this past weekend or weekend before last. Yeah, that's where my friend Harold and I met, and he does a lot of stuff on TikTok, and he's starting to do stuff on YouTube also. And so he's the one that showed me a program that you can create your own music for free on a thing called Donna, and it's pretty interesting. I've done a couple of things with that. Right now, I was finishing up the editing and stuff like that for my top 10 Transformers this year.
I already got that done. And, oh my goodness!
What now?
I was saying I already got that done, and OMG, I never thought my my Bumblebee movie Megatron would hit #1. And for my Legacy United, I had to put Magmatron and Tidal Wave at the top. So pretty much Tidal Wave is #1 and Magmatron is #2 because those two were very gifts, and I actually enjoy those two the most.
That's right. It's Donna AI. That's where you can do the stuff and do music and not cost you anything. Yeah, I actually picked up 2 trays today for the G.I. Joe and Transformers and Destro. I picked those up today at my local comic book store. I just got finished. I got in the new 86 Optimus Prime. Beautiful, awesome, wonderful figure. Really,
I told you.
Yeah, it's a really good figure. So I couldn't put it in my top 10 because I haven't done a review or really played with it, but I did do an unboxing on the top 10, and I did put it next to another Optimus Prime that I really loved that I got this year that actually made my #1 spot. So, and then a couple of third-party figures, and then I got Silverbolt today. Finally found him. Saw him at a Walmart, so I got him. So I'll be doing a display with them together. Him and Black and the other Beast characters.
I'm actually excited to. Gosh darn it! I've been battling a cold for a bit, but I'm actually excited to get the new aerial bots for Superion because I am not a fan of the Combiner Wars version. So I'm actually happy that the new one looks a lot better.
Yeah, I've got all those pre-ordered that's been there, and I did go ahead and start pre-ordering the new Devastator. Even though I have the Combiner Wars Devastator, that's my and there's a third-party company that's going to be making Abominus. So yeah, it's pretty excited about that. I'm hoping that Hasbro actually does all the combiners using that type of model with the body being the skeleton and then you just plug them onto it. I would love to see an Abominus and a Bruticus and other combiners that they would do that way.
Oh, we're getting a Bruticus since we had listings for Swindle, and there is an image of a Vortex floating out there. So, and Bruticus is my #1 favorite Decepticon combiner. So,
yeah, that's Nikki's also. Yeah, my top 2 is the Devastator and then Abominus. That's the other one I love.
And I can't believe Hasbro has to hurt me so much because since they're now in a way they're reissuing the Titans Return Triptychon, but they're putting him in more of a G1 accurate colors. It hurts me because I'm gonna have to pay full price for that thing because I watch the Transformers Slag podcast. He does his research and everything, and the fact that Ollie's at the time since no one really wanted Triptychon at that time, and namely it was due to the knees the knees and the hips exploding with the springs. It hurts because at the time he was $50. They lowered him down to $30, and then they lowered him to $20, and the lowest price that has ever been seen on a Titan is $12 for Trypticon. So
that's what I got it for.
Yeah,
I got
guilt,
2 of them.
You got 2? You greedy little.
Yeah, I got 1 to keep in the box and 1 that I took out. So yeah.
Kurt.
So
Don't make me here and rob your house. I'll take that Trypticon right from under your nose. I'm joking.
no, with all also dealing with the 86 line, the first wave that came out, I actually have doubles of all that entire run of the first wave and second wave. In box and out of box. We were going to do some stuff to go to the show in Lumberton, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know these 2 boxes existed in here in the room. So we're working now. We got displays that I'm going to be putting together, and a lot of the loose figures are going to go in that, and then around it we've got some other displays that we're going to put them inside.
Personally,
so,
releasing Trypticon, I'm actually excited for Star Convoy more than anything.
That right, yeah, the Star Convoy, but that's like $150.
$150. That's they have right now. The average price of a Titan class is $200, but the only reason why his price is lowered that much is because he's not a true Titan scale. So, and they were originally going to try to sell him as a commander class, but he was just way too big for that. So they had to. The only way they could do it was sell him as a Titan class and just lower the price, which I kind of get it. But I mean, if it's $150, I definitely pre-ordered it in a heartbeat. But if it was like $200, I was not going to get it.
Yeah, I passed on it because I was like, when I got the 86 Optimus Prime, I was like, that's probably going to be my go-to in case Optimus Prime. The masterpiece, the Powers of the Prime masterpiece, that's the one that if they would actually come out with it as a commander size, I would definitely get that without a question.
Yeah,
because
I'm excited for the figure regardless. So
what now?
Oh, I was just saying, I'm still excited for the figure regardless.
Oh yeah, Billy pre-ordered his, so I'll probably look through his, and that'll be the closest I get to it.
No hate towards Optimus Prime, but I'm kind of getting tired of collecting Optimus Prime figures because every time an Optimus Prime figure comes out, they're kind of upping his price. Like first they got me with the Commander class, and now I'm going to have to pay almost close, and I say almost close to $200 for a Star Convoy Optimus Prime. And I know eventually when they release Energon Optimus Prime, he's going to be a Commander class because of the trailer and the component pieces he has to combine with. So, yeah, they're getting me with these Optimus Prime figures, and I'm like, I don't know anymore.
They're also coming out with a Power of the Primes Optimus Prime also. We will be getting a power, or with the, the Primes that's coming out, the Age of the Primes.
Yeah.
We'll be getting a Optimus Prime for $25. Happy New Year, Master. I'm trying to see if I can find the images of that one. Let's see.
But yeah, I actually like 86 Optimus Prime. I didn't want to put it in my tier list because, like I said, I have other Studio Series figures that are just that good, and so I wasn't going to disrespect Megatron like that because I actually, in my tier list, like I said, concept art Bumblebee Megatron had to be at #1 because I just love the posing and how amazing that figure is. Yes, the alt modes are not that great, but that I never enjoyed a Megatron this much in years.
Yeah,
So
he is very much glorious. I love him. I absolutely love him. Let's see. Right. The 13
and Ruben,
proms.
he said he'll be joining in a minute.
Okay.
And they're already popping off fireworks in the background over here. Wow, it's too early, guys. Save it.
Trying to see. I need to make sure. Let me go and double check. Because I'm thinking about pre-ordering them on, or a lot of them on either Amazon or Big Bad Toy Story. Trying to see. Have you seen the new trailer for the new Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pass on that because it doesn't. I'm gonna wait and see if more comes out. I might pass on it, but then again, I'm gonna have to see because Marvel did confirm that it is gonna take place in the MCU, but in a different universe. So
Yeah.
I'm just I'll watch anything Marvel, but the animation just hasn't sold it for me just yet. But I'll see what happens. But then again,
Oh yeah, they
a
definitely
trailer
started the
a
fireworks.
trailer
You can
never.
hear them.
Oh shoot, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a trailer never does a movie justice. And I'm
No,
looking at you, and I'm looking at you, Transformers One.
I enjoyed the Transformers one.
Nah, it was because of the first trailer. They made it too
Oh,
kiddie.
yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely was not a kids movie. The Transformers one was definitely not a that. I did get the I did finally find this guy again. Let's see my camera.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
So
I
I did get him again.
Target. I tried to get some of my buddies to help me out because I wanted to add that to my collection, but I'm happy with the '86 one, so I can't complain too much right now.
Well, I had it, and it was the only one that Ninja Bill didn't have, and I was like, well, I can let it go, and so I did. So I sent it to Ninja Bill, and then I was at Target several months back, and they had one on the shelf, so I went ahead and pulled that one as soon as I saw it. Trying to see. But I'm really excited about the Age of the Proms stuff that they got coming out. I'm not going to worry about getting the G2 Grimlock
I'm
because I
actually
already
all for
have it. What's that?
I'm I'm actually all for that G2 stuff. I'm still excited for the G2 Minotaur, but a lot of people complain to me way too much about why do I do it. It's because, well, one, I like to expand my collection, and G2 doesn't get enough love, so I like to show more support for G2, and plus there's a lot of good stories and all that about the original G2 figures. So, but I mean, I get it if you don't want the figure. I mean, the '86 Grimlock is definitely a great figure.
Yeah, it is. But I've already got it in the two other, and then they're going to come out with a Godzilla one.
Yeah, I'm debating on getting the Godzilla one because the only reason why is because it's going to be a Takara exclusive, and I really don't like to import my figures. The last figure I had to import was my buzzworthy Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, and I kind of didn't have fun with that. So I really don't like to get my figures imported because for me, it becomes a hassle, and I don't really
It
want to.
can. It definitely can. I ordered some things from Japan, and coming to America, a lot of times you got to sign when it's over $100, and
Yeah, I can't.
so yeah, and that's kind of hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna stress myself out over that. So
Yeah. I showed it to Nikki just now. The Titan class, the 13 star proms. What you doing, girl? Sit right here. Sit right there. That's a better spot. Okay? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think I will pre-order it, and I've changed my mind. I'll just cancel it, but I'd rather go ahead and have it on pre-order.
Usually, I only have my hang on. Dang it, I need to get a drink. But no, the only reason why I have my figures pre-ordered is because I know how scalpers are, and I am not canceling my my 86 Devastator components or my Superion components. Like, if I see them in stores early, which happened to me with Gamer Edition Ratchet, I saw him in stores early and then I picked him up because I can rely on my Walmart right now because there's a lot of thievery going on at my Walmart where I'm at, and they're hardly getting anything, and they're worried about putting stuff out and thievery happening. So
hey, Nikki,
currently I'm looking to ordering things online. But if I see it in stores, I go ahead and cancel the order. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that happens around here too. It's just been crazy. So there's a 86 B can store the matrix in his chest. Okay, I've got the 86B, and I don't remember. I have to look at it and open him back up. That's why I was asking Nikki if he would grab him off the shelf for me, because that's cool. That'd be cool. I always thought B should have been the next prom.
I believe there is a comic that that actually happened. Originally, it was going to happen in Transformers Animated in one of the season 4 episodes, but then again, it got canceled. Yeah, I forgot what his prime name was going to be. I'm going to have to look it up, but I thought it was kind of interesting, though.
No, wrong one. I'm sorry.
Hello, Nikki.
He said hello. So let's see here.
I'm sorry if I yelled out your ear.
Oh no, you're fine.
Oh no, you blew out my old man ears. Nah, shame on me.
I guess you could if you wanted to. Plug it right in there.
Yeah, on those little clip things.
Yeah,
on his chest.
Sure could. Pretty interesting. I did not know that.
But no, the only prime I'm really looking forward to is Megatronus, because that thing is beautiful. Like, that's that's the number one figure I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, that is an absolute.
And before the year ends, R.I.P. to the Fallen, or the actor who played the Fallen in Revenge of the Fallen, and Dreadwing from Transformers Prime, and more known as the Candyman.
Yep. I'm hoping we'll see that there's supposed to be a new Transformers cartoon coming out.
Yeah. Cyber World.
Yes. So I am curious to see what they do with that. And I kind of don't blame Hasbro for going back to doing cartoons instead of doing these blockbuster movies. Go back to making really good cartoons, because that's what kept Transformers alive in the first place, was G2 rerunning the old cartoons, and then having the little bit of the stories that was CGI, and then having Beast Wars, and and then you have Armada, Robots in Disguise, the list goes on. And I think that's what they need to go back to, honestly. Go back to cartoons, focus on that, and people will come and watch it if it's a good story.
I gave Earthspark a chance. I enjoyed it, but it was at the minute. I'm not going to say, but all I could say is this. It was at the minute they introduced Nightshade.
Yeah, I had issues with that.
Yeah.
I didn't understand
I really don't want to go into this whole conversation, but I do not support any of that stuff in children's stuff. Anyways, moving on.
Well, no, I don't mind that being said. I feel the same way. I felt that you had a very interesting character, and you kind of go in a kid's cartoon. I'm one of the old school where I don't think that even if you're dealing with heterosexual or whatever sexuality should be in any kid's cartoon. I mean, I know there's argument saying, well, if you ever watch the old Disney cartoons, and you'd be like, huh. And I'm like, I get that. I understand that. But that's the reason why I don't watch Disney. And I'm not a big Disney fan.
No,
But
I,
yeah, I don't
not,
think things like that should be in kids' cartoons at all. Any type,
not,
on any side.
yeah, I agree. And yeah, all I could say is this: a lot of stuff I hear nowadays just makes my brain rot to its core. Like I just can't handle my young head cannot process a lot of this crazy new stuff. But nah, I gave Earthspark a chance. I couldn't handle it, but nah, I enjoyed it for what it was. But every time I see that character, I can't handle it. It's just seeing that character just hurts my head. And also, that is why I teach that character a lesson with this. May the head be on a stick. Anyways. And yes, Transformers fans, this is how I feel about Nightshade. Rip the head on a stick. Anyways, I'm going to stop now.
Yeah, I agree. It shouldn't be at all on any. So I actually absolutely agree with that, Harold. I really do. But yeah, that's and Harold, if you want to come in, if you or because Nick will probably be coming in a little bit. But yeah, that but I do think that Hasbro kind of needs to kind of reassess themselves right now as a company. I think they're going to have to really figure out what they want. When I was at Walmart, I noticed that, and I don't think it was because of the holidays, but they had shelves upon shelves stocked of board games, but nothing for G.I. Joe, nothing for Power Rangers, barely anything for the Transformers. I saw DC for Todd McFarlane, brand new stuff. Shelves are stocked. You could see where it had gone. People had been buying from it, but they had a bigger presence. And I know before the holidays, when I went to the same Walmart, there was nothing on the shelves for Hasbro. And yeah, going in today, there was nothing on the shelves for Hasbro. And I don't even know how or why Silverbolt was available. I mean, it had been hidden. But yeah, it had been hidden, but I went ahead and I found it, and I went ahead and got him today.
Another reason why I have not been getting new figures in the store, besides the whole thievery thing, is also because they can't sell a lot of the gimmicky Transformers 1 figures, and they're still stacked of Earthspark figures that are not selling, which I can't blame people for not wanting to buy them. I mean, I enjoy the Starscream, the Megatron, and the Bumblebee. I haven't got the Optimus Prime yet, but those are the only figures I actually enjoy. But yeah, I don't blame the fans not wanting to buy those figures. So
I did see some of the Transformers ones, but they, like you said, they were the gimmicky Transformer ones, and I kind of stay away from the gimmicks now.
Yeah, the gimmicky figures are more for like little kids. If you want to start getting them into Transformers, like I'm not gonna this is not a normal Transformers figure, but I'm not gonna put this in the hand of a 5-year-old or a 6 or a 7-year-old. I'd rather give them gimmicky figures and wait until they're old enough to understand the value, and then they could collect their own things.
Welcome, brother. How are you doing?
Doing all right, man. How about y'all?
Doing really good. Doing really good. Yeah, this is what I used to do every year, is do the countdown for the new year, talk about toys, talk about what we love, and just talk about anything. So what have y'all been doing since we had the convention?
Well, lately just waiting on a new robot to get in, and then just doing stuff around here, and also, bouncing around from house to house during Christmas and all that,
yeah. Yeah, Christmas was busy this year for us. So yeah, I am very much glad to finally be back home. Hopefully tomorrow we will be able to sleep in, and then I can get the bookshelves together. Yeah. So what robot you got that you got coming in?
A BD unit from Galaxy's Edge.
Really? Where'd you find this one?
I found this one cheap on eBay for I think it was like $70-something.
Okay.
So I'm like, God, I really shouldn't start another firm, but you know what? Screw it. You only live once.
That's right. Y'all been having fun with those lightsabers.
Oh yeah, man.
That's awesome. Any of the grandkids getting hold of them for the holiday?
Sadly, we didn't. They didn't come down. They're like 3 hours away. So.
Okay, I can understand that. Yeah, we stayed close by this year. We were like, after the show, we were like, oh, I don't think I want to make any long drives. I was like, no, I'm so beat. The show was so good. I had a great time, but man, I was tired when I came home.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for Comic-Con next year, because we're going to have a Comic-Con in our hometown, and I'm going to get to meet the actor who plays Dutch from Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm debating on meeting Cad Bane, who played in the Book of Boba Fett. I'm debating on it, though.
That's cool. Is that a GalaxyCon?
No, it's just a normal Comic-Con that's in our hometown. It's not a GalaxyCon or a TFCon. It's just a normal Comic-Con.
Okay. Because that's what me and Nikki are wanting to do, is the GalaxyCon that's coming up this year, and we're trying to save up to go to Chicago. Since I wasn't able to go this past year. Oh, there's Ruben backstage.
Get in here.
I'm here, y'all. Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I had to drag him in.
By force, even though I wanted to head back doing my edit. Hold on a minute, I gotta mute myself.
What are you editing right now?
Oh crap.
Hold on a minute, Otto.
Sure. Wow. Look at that. Look at that room right there. Let's see if I can make it bigger.
No, that's going to be our...
Look at that room. Look at all those good little things back there. All those goodies. Look at all them goodies. Wow. All the robots.
You zooming on my man cave?
I am so far behind on working on mine. All this behind me is actually in the den. So.
Unfortunately, Otto, you and your wife must share the man cave. If you do everything, you do everything together, you have to share together. So, got you there.
Nikki loves it as much as I do. She's just really excited that we finally got some cases that we're doing right now that are going to be dust free. So nothing inside of them the figures will be secure. They won't have any dust that can get on them. They'll have a very strong magnetic seal around them. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that being able to go up. I'm going to work on it tomorrow. Especially since I want to put in the pop toys that I got for me and Nikki. We got.
Yeah.
Did you see the pop toy? Lord Master Starscream.
You talking about a Funko Pop?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've seen that. To be honest
Give
with
me
you.
a second. Give me a second. I'll see about trying to get it. I'll be right back.
Oh no, he booted himself. All right, that's it. Where's my hat? I am the captain now. No, I'm the captain. Where's my Captain America hat? Give me that hat. No. All right, I'm the captain now. Anyway. Yay, a new year, more collecting to be done. New year, new us, new everything.
Let's see.
All right. And there's the brain of the outfit. She says, "Hey, Harold."
Hey, Harold.
Oh, hello.
I said, "Hello." You want to say? You want to hear?
Oh, nice.
So I'll show y'all. I'll make my screen real big, real quick. So there we are, the old man with the white beard, the beautiful hair. The girl that's trying to put the thing back in my ear.
Oh,
How
that's
did you?
nice.
Where
That's
did you
nice.
get the? Where did you get those customized at?
And then you got our name down at the bottom. So,
How did you get that customized?
Actually, really by luck. There was a thing that Pop was doing, and I came across it, and I went and I sent in, and they so they end up making them for me. It's called Pop Yourself, and you can make just yourself or you and a loved one. And I made sure that because we've had Jingle for 18 years. So Jingle is also in it. In the middle, you'll see her. Let me put it big and I'll let y'all see Jingle. So right down here is
Oh,
little
nice.
Jingle. And I put sushi and popcorn because Nikki loves that. And since I do a lot of gaming, headphones and the gaming console controller in my hand.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I
And
need to
so
get customized.
yeah, and I mean they did a really good job with my face, my beard, and everything. I thought they did a really good job making it look like me. I was very surprised. I'll make it big
No.
and so y'all can see. So yeah, I thought they did really good doing the color.
I'm just trying to picture you wearing a Ghostbusters outfit. That's all I'm trying to picture right now.
Well, I have a Ghostbusters outfit, and I wore it one year to Lumberton. So
Who you gonna
Oh,
call?
Who you
Autocorrect Primer.
Oh, the Ghostbusters. Well, I got something better. Who are you gonna call? Sam Largo, aka the Caveman.
that's right.
Sam
So
fucking Largo.
I got those. That was a surprise I did for Nikki and for us to
Ruben,
be together.
it's official. I'm gonna get a custom version of you, Ruben, as a Funko Pop.
My question is how much it's gonna cost?
That's a good question. I'm gonna.
'Cause
I
I'm
think
actually
there is.
nervous.
I think there is a website you can go to actually do that. But then again, I'm gonna have to do some research.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it costs too much, I'd rather have a heart attack.
Yeah.
If it
Well, I
costs
mean,
over $400,000, I'll have a heart attack and a night side of Pepsi.
I think for that and shipping and everything and two figures, it was $50.
So
Oh, not bad.
$25 each. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, and that was including the shipping. And I did express. So as soon as they got finished, I had them sent. Yeah, I got that figure. He
Nice little-
almost make your not almost.
I already had this one, and thanks to some of my girlfriend's kinfolks, I got a second copy. I didn't say anything because I also really wanted the Energon Cube, so I just have one for ship mode and another one for robot mode. So
Yeah, it's a good figure. It almost made my top 10.
I need that figure.
Yeah, but yeah, I
But
enjoy it.
thing with these, I have the mainline Bumblebee and the Sentinel, but when I get the Sentinel Prime and if they do the Quintesson and all that, these little figures, like if we have a kid come over, they're more than welcome to play with this. But until I get a Studio Series version, they're not allowed to touch this one. So that
Well, I
because in
got
my Studio Series is like higher grade stuff. These are like lower grade figures. Plus, these are a
you
lot
got
more cheap compared to the Studio Series. So
well,
yeah,
you do have a Studio Series that they're going to do, but they're using the same Earth Roz mold for the Studio Series.
I kind of wish I still had Quintesson. I enjoyed that figure.
Yes, I really enjoy that figure.
I just don't have the Quintesson.
I got 2 of them. I came across, got 2 of them, and then I got the other ones to do building. And I wish I had a third one so I could have 3 different ones sitting up there.
Yeah,
But,
I remember the one you got. Yeah, I remember the only way I got the Quintesson was thanks to you, Otto. What the heck was thanks to you, Otto? But unfortunately, I had a lot of figures that were stolen from me, so pretty much I had to start from scratch at the time. I'm so far getting very close to catching back up on all my figures. But
that's
no,
good.
the Earthrise Quintesson was definitely a great figure.
Now, I tell you another one that's a really good figure is Super 7. The Super 7 Quintesson, that comes in the was it the retro boxes that they have?
I think so.
Yeah, that's actually movie color accurate, and that's actually a nice figure. So,
The only super figure I have is Karn. I actually like Karn.
Oh, sort of God. I need a private office.
You got some background action on.
We're getting the lowdown of Ruben's family celebrating the new year.
Mostly my mom is drunk and starting being annoying, yet I don't have privacy. That's the
Sorry,
other
man.
reason why I'm not always happy, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I can actually be very proud. I have been fully sober for a whole year.
Yay!
I haven't. I'm not going to start drinking now.
No, drinking is not fun. I have had more fun not drinking.
Nah, if you
can
start
enjoy
drinking,
it more when you.
well, if I start drinking, I'm going to find an alcoholic beverage that's going to taste like a soda, and I'm not going to stop drinking it. So, and next thing you know, I'm going to be a drunk and an abuser kind of thing, and I don't want to cross that line. So I'm good. I like being sober and not smoking.
What were you saying, Harold?
You know, being sober, the less you can enjoy stuff a lot more sober than you can being drunk, because you're more aware sober.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, if you're drinking, you can make bad decisions. So we don't need
Yeah.
that.
That's very true. You can.
That's facts. That is facts.
That's extreme. Now, you know, I did mine because of pain and some things that I was going through, and then thank the good Lord, it's like as soon as I gave everything to Him completely and quit holding on to stuff, I have not picked up a drink since, and everything that used to bother me doesn't bother me like it did. So I thank Jesus for that. That's
Amen.
all Him, especially for this year, because my health. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm okay with drinking, but then again, the only if you can drink responsibly, like one or something like that, I can understand that. But the only way I don't support drinking is that people use it as a coping mechanism. That's where I kind of have an issue. Or they drink just to make their problems go away, which that ain't how it works.
No, that's definitely not how it works. Where you want, baby girl? I got a new headset for my phone. My phone. Okay, y'all know I'm not computer savvy or anything, but apparently my new phone does not have a jack that I could plug into my phone to have headsets. So I bought a wireless. Wasn't going to spend a lot of money. I got it for $8, so it might not work at all. But I was like, I'm not computer savvy. We'll see how these $8 headset will work. So, but yeah, when I was doing the stuff at the show, the live stream, I was like, oh man, I needed to have like headphones in my ears so I could hear what was being going on. But it was, yeah, not good. And then Nikki's like, wow, your phone's, especially when we're in the hotel room and we're both beat, both were tired. And Nikki went and took a shower. I laid down. We were gone, and what woke us up is my loud phone because I didn't have headset. So yeah, but y'all know how wonderful savvy I am with technology. Ooh, Nikki's cutting up cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese and oranges, and what else are you cutting up in there?
I want some cheese.
Yeah, some blueberries.
Hate yourself now with all that cheese.
Oh,
But what kind of cheese though? That's the question.
oh, we got cheddar, Swiss, Monterey.
We didn't get Monterey.
Not Monterey.
No, we just get cheddar Swiss.
I thought we had some Monterey in the fridge.
Where's my
Really?
pepper jack at?
I think you're thinking Colby Jack.
Colby Jack.
And we don't have the
Might have.
Oh, I'll take the Colby Jack. I'll take it all. You guys keep the rest.
Yeah. So, oh man. Oh, I got a question for you. Have y'all ever heard of this tradition for New Year's to eat 12 grapes on the table? Under the table.
for love.
The fuck?
For love. For love.
I think
We went
so.
on me.
Yeah. We were at our Walmart and we were like, why is there no grapes? And everywhere I went, there was, because Nikki wanted grapes. She's not been feeling good. So I was going to be the good husband I am, try to find her grapes. And no grapes anywhere. Completely gone. Adios, amigos. They're not there. And I just, we were ringing out at the Walmart. And the lady said, is this stuff you're getting for New Year's party? Or is this just, restocking? And I said, it's pretty much restocking. She said, I was just wondering because you had all those, all that different fruit, you don't have your grapes. And I was like, you don't have grapes. She says, we're completely out. I know. I was like, why? She's like, you have heard of the tradition that you eat 12 grapes under the table for love. I was like, honey, I don't have to worry about that. We've been married for going on 25 years. We got love. We got a lot of love. I don't want any, there's no, so I'm glad I don't have any grapes.
Right now.
And there was other thing too. Like another person said that, oh yeah, you got to have your suitcase and you got to run down the street at midnight with a suitcase so you can go on a special trip next year. And I was like, you run down the road in the middle of the night with a suitcase, the cops are going to stop you. And be like, are you okay? You need to go. Is that your suitcase? Is there anything in there we need to see?
Wait, wine? Is that what all these grapes are for?
What now?
Are you trying to make wine? Is that what all these grapes are for? Are you the wine dealer?
Oh,
Are you trying to
he's the wine dealer?
farm?
Oh man, no. Speaking about wine and a thing where we live in the country. I mean, God has to pipe the sunlight in so that we can have it in the morning. That's how far in the country we are. So down the road from us, is a road called Sugar and Wine Road. And some guy decided to go build a $2.5 million house, and so that he can sell it or have people come and do weddings at this beautiful house and everything like that. And he's in some financial trouble because nobody is coming to the venue.
No, the venue, he just can't afford what he was charging.
So he can't afford what he was wanting to charge, but people want to use it. But he's now in financial trouble. And I was like, did he not like drive out here and look that see that there's no major city that's not an hour away from us, and go, we're going to have all these country bumpkins that go to a church and go there for free. I want to build this $2 million house and have all this stuff set out so that they can come get married here. And I was like, he didn't think that one through. Not when you got a church like every other mile, there's a church that'll let you come there for free.
This is for people with destination weddings.
Destination weddings. Well, maybe they need a first destination they need to go to is church. And then they might get it right and realize I can do it for free. These people aren't going to charge me. What the preacher? Isn't going to ask for any money? Oh,
Yeah, we're giving us for money. The church ain't.
well, yeah.
Not if you go to church.
Well, you give the way it's always been that I've done is that if they give you money as like a love offering, saying thank you for doing it. But still, oh, that's a cute cat behind you.
Oh yeah, that's our new one. That's a female right there.
Nice.
And this is our other one right here. Yeah. This one I rescued off of the streets.
Oh, it's an orange cat. That's like my orange crush in the house, my cringer.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was through the parking lot going to Walmart to see what they have because I usually like to go out and walk. And I found a homeless guy who was trying to catch something underneath someone else's car. And I asked him what was going on, and he told me he was trying to catch this little kitten. And he was very small and very, very malnourished. So I caught him, and he was almost skinny to the bone. And he asked me if I could take him home and take care of him. And I said, yeah. So we took him to the vet. He was pretty healthy after a while. We fed him, and yeah, he's doing good.
That's
This cat will. I originally got this cat for my girlfriend, but this cat will not leave my side because it knows I rescued it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. And the truth of the matter is that cats don't choose. You don't choose a cat chooses you. That's how it's always been. Nikki was all excited today. We got home. She sat down on the couch, and one of the cats that Nikki the same way did with what you were saying, did with this cat. He's pretty much been with me the whole time wherever I go. And today he got up and sat right next to Nikki and wanted her to pet him. And she was like, he's not done this since he was a kitten. He's wanting me to love on him. I was like, yeah, absolutely. He's now chosen you, young Padawan kitty. Oh, wait a second, Harold. You had a robot in your hand now.
What'd you have? I found a penny on the desk that I forgot to put in my little robo bank here. And
that's cool.
So
that's so cool. Wow, where'd you get that one?
This one I also ordered offline. It was apparently one of the robots that Radio Shack sold, and they there was one of these on eBay. They're kind of hard to find in a way. You can find the original Robo Bank, Robbie the Robo Bank. You can find those a dime a dozen just about, but this one is kind of hard to find at times.
That's so cool. Oh yeah,
Jesus.
that's nice.
Yeah, that's
I like
actually
that.
pretty-
Thanks.
I need something that can keep change. Every time
I'm sure you
No.
might be able to Transformers related that can hold your spare change.
oh, I didn't even think about. That's what they should have done. Is like come out with they do those crossovers. Maybe come out with one with the U.S. Post Office and it'd be a Transformer. You could put your change in it or a pig.
Mhm.
Oh, that
Speaking of-
would be a piggy bank, Transformer bank.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be all
Speaking-
about that right there.
Speaking of crossover, I can't wait for that Sonic crossover figure.
I saw that. But they missed out on a big thing with that Sonic Transformer crossover. Why didn't they give him red shoes?
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, where is the red shoes? I didn't think of that. But then again, this is a different character. So, but then again,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I pre-ordered the crossover of the Nine Tails for Naruto, and he transforms into the Nine Tails, and it looks awesome. And I was like, oh, okay, they're going to do Sonic. I'm pretty cool about that. I like Sonic, and I was like, his feet are the bumper. They completely messed out. They could have had a red bumper, and that would have been his red shoes instead of going all blue. Just have a red bumper, and that I would have got it without a doubt. I'd have got it, especially because with Knuckles, and I was like, no, not Knuckles. It's oh gosh, the two tails.
The only role I really hope they make is Shadow, because Shadow is the only Sonic related character I actually like.
I like Shadow, and I like Knuckles.
No.
Mhm.
And the cat just Morales in the
This
back.
is one of my cats. This is one of my cats.
It's
What
He
fine.
color
doesn't
are
want to get out because of the fireworks and goddamn gun shootings from the
No
stupid
language.
crazy people.
No language.
I'm sorry, but these apartment people.
No butts. There ain't no butts.
shooting.
There ain't no
That's-
butts with auto here. No butts.
Yeah.
No,
No foul language.
They do that same thing out here, brother.
Yeah. On our way home, people are already shooting fireworks.
Mhm.
We have never seen so many officers. See, we have a highway that's near us, but it's in the country, so the only ones they ever use is the truck drivers. But on the way home, we have 4 police officers literally 1 mile away from the other, hiding out on the highway. And I was like, what happened last year that they're all out and about on the highway here? Because nobody travels it at all unless they've been having somebody been racing. Because that was a problem a while back. Because
classic teenager stuff, and also adult stuff.
nah, I'm good at not driving fast. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm going. I get beat that now. I drive like a little old man. I do not have a left foot anymore. I've seen too many bad accidents to go. I don't need to get there that fast. I'll either leave an hour early, and then the doctor's like, "Why are you here like an hour early?" Oh, you don't have to take me in. I'm just here because I didn't want to be late.
The only reason why I'm speeding is because I have a medical issue and I have to get to the hospital fast as I could.
If I have that bad of an issue, I call 911. They got an ambulance. It'll get me there that quick, and they got lights, so I don't have to worry about lights coming on behind me.
And the only issue you have to worry about is paying for the ambulance ride afterwards.
That's true. Or you let them take your tax money because they can't take your tax money. Yep, that's happened to us. We couldn't pay it, and then we did our taxes. We didn't get our taxes. It went to pay for the ambulance ride I had. So yeah, I was like, I didn't know they could do that. And niggas like, I didn't either. We learned something new. So we are now at 11:22. Where I live, and
It's
so
Almost there.
it's 10:20. Yeah, it's 10:22 over here in Oklahoma.
22. Oh,
How dare you live?
Oklahoma. Has it been cold?
It's been a little nippy, not too cold though.
Yeah, we've been. Well, it's better than Teresa. You know, the one that we used to have that did the podcast with us.
I miss the good old days.
Well, that's going to be coming back up. The podcast will be coming back up pretty soon, as soon as I'm able to get everything together. But she's actually moved to Alaska.
Oh yeah, I know
And
that.
Yeah, she said that it's did you say it was 20 degrees or negative 20?
No, it's still positive.
It's still in the positive. So it was 20 degrees. And she's like, that was their high. And she's like, finally, it's gotten cold. I was like, well, we were in the 50s. She's like, that's too hot. I was like, wow. So yeah, her and the boys moved to Alaska.
The hottest it's gotten over here in Oklahoma was like, I believe it was 115 to 114. I could not handle the heat. We don't have a car right now. I usually have to resort to walking, and oh my God, I hate walking in the heat for the life of me.
Yeah, well, here in where we live, we have what's called the humidity, and that will kill you. It gets 100 degrees. It feels like it's 130 because that heat the moisture just saps you dry.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. What's that, Harold?
Especially if you live near the swamp or something.
Yes.
Down here in Robson County, you got that swampy climate.
Yes, we have the black swamp. That's about green swamp. Sorry.
Oh yeah, the green swamp.
Yeah, and that will, and all the wonderful mosquitoes. Go outside during the summer. You come back needing a blood transfusion because you lost too much blood.
Looking like some Jurassic Park mosquitoes a lot of times.
Yes, they do. Oh man. Yes, they do.
I actually enjoyed the Jurassic Park Transformers figures. I still need to get the other one with the Jeep.
I need at least get one of them. I did not get them when they came out, so I'm hoping that I'll come across one for a good deal at a show. I was just making sure I wasn't missing any comments. There we go.
Ruben tells me in Ollie's, they have some Ollie's has the steps going for just $20.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, but I didn't get it because I didn't have enough money.
My mother-in-law knows how much I love going to Ollie's, so she got me a gift card for Ollie's. So,
how much?
What's that?
I was just being funny saying how much.
That's a good question. It's still in the envelope. I saw it, put it back in the envelope. I need to look. But I'm like, I know I'm going to go there and I'm going to find some toys or something there. Or I might get a new fishing rod. I saw that they had some fishing rods last time that I was in there. Get me a new fishing rod, and Nikki wants us to get a new fishing rod case holder. So if there's anything we catch, let's see. Do we have anything that has the countdown for us? Let's see. On Puerto Rico had a massive power outage.
When
Wow.
today?
Yeah, they're still in the dark right now. I was looking to see about if I could pull something up for us to do the countdown when it's ready. And yeah. And where we are for a while there, the internet wasn't working for a while there. Cellular data, excuse me, was not working. Yeah, let's see. Is there New Year's Eve countdown?
I'm actually excited for a lot of the Transformers figures next year because I cannot wait to go back to windowed packaging. I miss window packaging. I get it, they were trying to be environmental friendly, but it's always good to have the figures not touched by human hands and not worrying about if anyone picked their nose. Because what if some of the figures I have were touched by a man or a kid who picked their nose and wiped their boogies all over it?
Or still in their heads. I was like, I don't know. Them taking away the window, I was like, that's not doing any more thing to the environment than having the window. I mean, your toy itself is plastic, which, by the way, I was surprised. Some of their older figures that they were during Earthrise, they were using 3D printing on some of the weapons.
Yeah,
that are now not lasting. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, that is absolute crazy. I mean, you're spending that much money and you're doing it 3D printing. Because Transformer toys and a lot of things is not a cheap hobby. Not like it used to, where they used to be like 10 or 15 bucks. Now the cheapest one is usually 25. Which, by the way, I need to show a figure off. I'll be right back.
All right. No, that's usually why sometimes I like to try to find deals on certain figures and hoping I don't have to pay a full price. So by the way, Ruben, you having fun over there?
No.
How dare you? And I get it. Rough, having it rough over there.
That and I don't have any privacy.
And that's what happens when you live with family or your mom and dad. You don't get privacy.
I know.
So that is.
Also, guys, don't forget to check out my little show that I got on my channel called The Robot Farm.
Oh, definitely. I'll keep that in mind.
Ooh.
Well, you gotta. This is just me making a joke, but you got a farm full of robots and all that we don't know about.
Well, we do a little bit of gardening, and we do have a goat on our little property, and I have a whole assortment of robots. So we're trying to find my goat another wife. Yeah, we had one goat. We had him one female goat that was payment for fostering a baby lamb, and sadly, the female goat ended up having a seizure.
Oh.
And I walked out and found her the next morning. She was already stiff cold.
Oh no, I hate that.
So thankfully I was the one that found her and not my wife, because she was already going to pieces. from the previous day. So
I'm trying to pull up your YouTube channel because I want to share the link in the description. So let me do that. And so copy link. Look at me trying to be all fancy. Hey, somebody's gonna grab this plate for me.
Some technology I don't know how to use. I'm almost like an old man myself, and like with how I am, I don't act like how my generation is. I act almost like how people act way back then. Like somehow I'm just stuck in the old days type of thing, if you know what I mean, Otto.
Absolutely. Okay, so the link I just shared is his channel, so definitely check it out. He puts up different like robots from Star Wars to older robots.
Radio Shack.
Yep, Radio Shack. The one I shared is a the 8-bit droid. I think it's from Star Wars. I think it was.
The 8-bit droid. Oh.
No, excuse me. I'm trying to do too many things. No, I just lost the channel. There it is.
The B1 battle
Episode
droid?
8, the pit droid. That was what it was.
The
Episode
pit
8.
droid. Yes. The pit droid.
Yeah, that's the one I just shared. Oh, and this is something. Are they racing around? I'll show this to y'all. Let me make myself bigger. So this is a company God said did He-Man for a while called the Four Horsemen. And so they've now started their own company. And Big Bad Toy Store has them. And I was curious to see how the quality was. And Manny Faces is one of my favorite He-Man. And I was like, wow, these things look great.
That is cool.
Yeah, the paint on them and everything. And then I was on a podcast called The Forge, and we were talking about toys back in the day used to have bios. Like G.I. Joe had bios, Transformers, and everything, and then they have their own lore. Well, that's what they do. They give you a bio on one side of it, what the universe is about, and then on the other side, that gives you a bio of the character. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ooh, Nikki got me a. This is so the cats don't eat my food. If I'm not paying attention, I can put a lid on. Got me some cheese.
Oh yeah.
How dare you?
Use this one?
How dare you in front of other people?
I am. Swiss cheese right here.
Boy,
I'm telling you.
give me some Swiss cheese.
I got some. I got some blueberries. I got some. Got some oranges. Can I help you?
You and your fruit.
Look at my cat rabbit.
There's the cat.
You want to see a big boy? Come here. Come here. Here's my big boy. You want some? You want some cheese? You want some cheese? Yeah. He's like, yes, I want some cheese. Why do you think I'm up here? He loves him some cheese. Oh wait, got some sausage.
Meow.
Some crackers.
Are you trying to be Wallace and Gromit now? Eating cheese and crackers?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, have any of you heard that Cartoon Network is now no longer existing?
What now?
Cartoon Network no longer exists now.
Really?
Yep.
When did that happen?
Shoo.
I think it was early this month. Yeah, they shut it down.
Well, Warner Brothers did buy. You can't be up there. Well, Warner Brothers got bought out by AOL. And they said anything that didn't make money, they were going to get rid of it, cut it out. And so DC Comics had to apparently DC Comics had comic books that were coming out monthly that nothing was selling. So they had an artist and a writer, an editor, an inker, a letterer. So you have like 5 or 6 people that worked on a book, but the book didn't sell. And AOL came in and was like, wait, you mean this book, you don't have any copies sold for this book, but yet you're still having an artist and everything. So AOL was like, no, we're not doing that. So DC had to redo everything, and they created a tagline to let readers know, okay, the books that you used to read aren't available anymore. You either have to come like all in, is what it's called. And so Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, those books, and The Flash, they have ongoing series. Everything else has maybe 5-issue miniseries or 6-issue miniseries, or you get a year-long, and then if that sells and does really well, then you can have a longer stint on that run. It's kind of reinventing everything in the comic book industry, because it's like, because a lot of people have said, I would rather have a top quality book with good story and good art, even if it only had 6 issues, at least as a standalone story arc. So, wow. So Cartoon Network is gone.
What? Wow.
So it must not have been making money.
Hmm.
Eh. Some of the good old days are just going away now, unfortunately.
But you got to also think, what can anybody name anything that they had on Cartoon Network that you watched?
I haven't watched it in a long time, so I can't say anything right now.
I can't think of anything.
I didn't grow up watching Cartoon Network.
I think Tom and Jerry was part of it, and Powerpuff Girls and all that.
Yeah, years
Laboratory.
ago. Yeah, Dexter's Laboratory.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That's what they said, Powerpuff. But if you think about like the Batman cartoons or any cartoons now that you could recognize, those have pretty much been outsourced to Amazon or Netflix or other companies.
Yeah, with all the streaming services now, it's like, video killed the radio star pretty much.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. About that, and good point you said that. Talking about music. Where do you see anyone that sings anymore that uses a bass or a guitar or drums that actually does it in the concert? I was thinking about like Phil Collins, Eric Clapton, any of the hair bands, if you will, any of the country singers. You don't really see country singers now using guitars, a lot of them.
No?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then I found out that all the concerts, they lip sync at. They don't actually perform and actually use the lyric. They don't sing the lyrics anymore. They have them lip sync. So you're charging all this money to have a lip singing on a stage.
And you remember that used to be frowned upon at one time.
Yeah. I mean, there's a clip out there where you have Elton John, which he's not somebody I really listen to, but he gets this award and he goes 8 bananas on about Madonna, that her name should not have even been a part of or even nominated for this award because it was for the best live performance. And he said, how can it be a live performance if she's lip singing? Because she's there in person. He says, that's like me going and signing autographs. That's me doing a live event, doing autographs, but you don't see me getting an award for it. I'm getting an award because I'm out there singing and I'm playing on the piano. That's a live performance. I mess up, it's live. You're doing it as all audio. It's not a live performance. I was like, wow. But yeah, you don't see stuff like that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me into the whole part that everything is, when it comes to cartoons now. That's the only thing about the Amazing Spider-Man and the X-Men 97 that I like, is that it's that 2D art. Even though I know that it's not hand drawn, it's still done with graphics, but it looks like it did hand drawn. I like that. I kind of like that better now than I do CGI artwork.
Yeah.
I mean, there's things now that you can get an AI that can make a whole movie for you based off a character.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are relying on AI. Every time I hear the word AI, it kind of freaks me the heck out, and I just turn it off instantly or mute it. Because, yeah, I don't like hearing anything about AI. Because, like, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about AI girlfriends getting a lot of either teenagers or grown-ass adults, excuse my language, getting them, you know, I don't want to say the word, but yeah, just.
Well,
So,
me and Howard was talking the other day. He introduced me to a movie called Alpha.
The Alpha Test.
Yes, the Alpha Test. Watch that movie. You know, you realize they deserved what they got. I hate that it turned out the way it did. But we had a discussion saying, you know, and I've always said this. AI is not something to be feared if it's done by people that have morals. But we have a society that has no morals. And with that, AI comes into, it will imitate its creators, which is us. And if we don't have morals, then it's not going to have morals. And not to get preachy, but if you ever read the book of Revelation, read the 13th chapter. Right there is it said, because I know a little bit of Hebrew and some Greek, and you go to the text and it deals with the image of the beast. That image, it means an idol. Idols are made out of metal, made out of rock, anything that's inanimate. And that's the first image that has the ability to move, talk, and no one can hide from it because it can see you everywhere. Right now, AI has the ability to see you everywhere. I would love for me to be able to see the Transformers in real life, but I want to make sure I don't meet Megatron. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to meet Megatron. I want to meet Optimus Prime. I don't want to meet Megatron.
And Bumblebee.
You know, or I definitely don't want to meet Soundwave because I will be his test subject. That's you know.
Nah, it's not going to be Soundwave. It's going to be Shockwave.
Shockwave. Yes, thank you, Shockwave. Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be his test subject.
Every time I see Shockwave, I always think him as a mad scientist German. That's every time.
Yeah.
Not like even how he salutes.
Yes.
Like his salute is literally German.
Yep.
It's wunderbar.
And also, if anyone has the Voyager class Bumblebee movie Shockwave, there's a reason why they didn't give him a an arm swivel so he could salute. There's a reason why he does this. There's a reason why he only does that salute.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah. Hasbro knew what they were doing with that. Hasbro, don't deny it. There's a reason why you didn't give that figure an arm swivel. You knew what you got.
Oh, if you get into my rabbit hole of Hasbro and its perverted action figures when it comes to Transformers, there is things. I just put up an Optimus Prime right now. I wish I could get it out and show it to you. But the new Transformers 1 action figure comes out, and if you don't want him to be holding the power axe on his hand, they do have a place where you can store it.
Oh no. No.
So you can store it and plug it into his behind, and then it's got the big old axe between his legs, and it looks like he's got like a murder sex toy. And I'm like,
oh God,
yeah.
no.
Does anybody? Because I was like, oh my God. You know what? I gotta grab it so I can show it to you. I'll be right back.
No, that's another thing. With the Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Optimus Prime, you literally have to plug his extra arm behind this keister, and it looks like he's and all you see is the fist hanging out of his keister. Nah, why do you have to do your figures dirty? Why do you have to have rear end storage? Come on now, do better. I mean, heck, don't even get me started with the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series scrap metal figure. Oh my. Are we having fun yet, or are we having fun yet?
All right, I am back. Let me get my headphones back in. So let's take a look. So Otto's going to make his picture bigger.
Oh God.
So yeah, you know, you got him where he can hold, and I love that. He almost made it in my my top 10, but I couldn't put something that when he sits there and goes, you know, the power of the proms, and he's got this big old axe dunk hanging down here. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you were thinking, Hasbro, but that is not a storage. I mean, literally, he has this big old butthole right there, and you're doing this little behind plug, and you tab it in there, and I'm expecting him to make a sound go, ooh, and then it's like this big old axe that's like, I'm like, what were you thinking? Let me see if I get the.
Well, we know what they were thinking.
I'm like, really? I mean, hey, Alita One, let me see you tonight. I got something for you.
Let me show you my
You want to see my new lumberjack? I got this new lumberjack right here for you. Let me share it with you. Oh, here is my lumberjack. I mean, you ever hear the old saying, like, if you had like blue and a couple of balls and they're blue? Well, he's got the big blue dong of axe power. I mean, it's like I could not put him in my top 10 just for that. I mean, he does a split. He's still just hanging. I mean, what's he going to? I mean, this is what Megatron should have been scared of. It shouldn't be the fact that he had the power of the proms and he had the Matrix. It should have been like, hey, come here. Oh yeah, I want you to see something with me. I mean,
nah. He wanted to show. He wants to show Alita the true power of a prime.
I'm telling you right now, he's like, hey, you got the touch. You got the power. I'm telling you. I mean, Hasbro, what were you thinking? This is the only reason why I could not put this in my top 10. Yeah. I mean, it's a good figure. I love it. But I'm like, I don't know where else. And I've looked everywhere. And I'm like, That is its only storage. And if you really, here's what's really bad. Let me just make my screen bigger again too. Okay, here's what I want you to see. Okay, right here is his fingers gripping the power ball axe. So he has fingers grabbing, and out of his butt, he's got a hand out of his poop chute holding this axe. So yeah, there's
Hey, Otto.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
I
make
don't know
you
how
bigger.
good the type can be for the. But here's a Studio Series.
That's
Revenge
the
of the
other one. I know, long arm. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why his name's long arm. Which arm is long? I mean, I'm like Hasbro. Why? And that has a cup on the end of it. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, if I got this for my nephew, I would be getting a phone call going, hey Derek, we need to have a conversation. So where'd you get this perverted transformer that the only place that they can put the axe is on his behind? So yeah. So when I'm going to put him in the case, I just close his legs really tight. Hope you don't. Well, you still see it. You put his legs together real tight, you still see it. It's not like you can hide it.
That's
and I'll tell you now,
definitely.
if you ever seen the movie Seven with Brad Pitt, there's a scene in it that reminds me. That's all I want to say. You ever watch the movie Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman? There's a guy that he's traumatized because of something like that. Yeah, man.
Well,
we are now 6 minutes in.
Now, can we talk about our most favorite old G1 Transformers toy, the original Megatron gun figure, on how the robot was?
Oh no!
Oh man, I need to see if I can find an image of that. The old trigger finger. I had an opportunity to get that figure a while back, and I just could not do it.
Man, I really miss on how the prices were back then.
Oh yeah. If you there's a price generator that tells you how much toys cost back then and how much they would cost now or should cost now. Yeah. And you see how much they're price gouging us on figures.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find one that's if it's open like an image. Let's see. All right. Oh, I think everybody has it transformed in the gun.
Probably on purpose.
I think I found the image. Now I got to try to remind myself on how I can share it. So let's see here. Make that.
And also, hey Otto, don't forget about the Thrilling 30s Blitzwing figure and the Thrilling 30s Rat Trap figure that you pervertedly showed me one time with the rat tail in between the robot mode legs.
I'm telling you, it's always where I want to get like a side view. Does anybody have like a side view of the Megatron? Nah, man, they know.
Wait.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That figure out of box is $270.
Don't get me started about that, Otto. Seriously. Aye.
Yeah. Nah, I can't find a good picture of it, but if you get a chance, Harold, you need to look that up and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like the 1980s. It was 1983 when it came out. And it's like, wow. But they actually put the trigger for the gun between his legs. So you're pulling his trigger. Literally, you're pulling his trigger. And as a kid, I'm going, I don't want that toy. That's why I didn't. I mean, for me, that's one of the reasons as a kid I didn't like Megatron. I like Galvatron a lot more, but I didn't like Megatron for that reason because I was like, I don't want to go to school and do show and tell, and I'm pulling the trigger between the guy's leg. I mean, talking about getting bullied already. Lord have mercy.
No, I don't shut in a locker now.
Oh, I did that to somebody when I became a jock.
Oh, great. Now, more stories. Here it comes.
Okay, when I played, before I got sick with cancer, I played football. And his name was Brian. I won't say his last name. But we football jocks, we were horrible to people. I know why Jesus let me have cancer, because he wanted me at least come to see him before get my life right, because we did some bad things to people. But he was a little short guy. He wasn't very tall. And somebody got the bright idea saying, hey, you think we could stuff him in that locker? And we had the metal lockers that were in the wall. And so we grabbed a book bag, and this was our MO. We always grabbed book bags that were empty and put them over their heads so they didn't see it coming. That got over their heads like a hood, and they got slammed in there and locked in. So he's in there, and I don't find this out till later, but he's in there, and people have forgotten, and he's been asking for someone to let him out till the janitor had to let him out the night of, because he had been stuck in there that long. Another person that we did stuff to, and his name was Adam, and he was always rude to the girls, and he was just so rude. So one day it was like 30 outside, and it's like freezing. And then we had metal flagpoles that they raised the flag up. So we run and grab hold of him. He's trying to fight, and we grab him and hold him and put him up next to the flagpole. And somebody's like, anybody got to tie him down? And somebody, I'm not saying who, said, we got duct tape. So we got duct tape. And so lifted him up and had him up high and duct taped him completely to the flagpole. It was so bad that the principal, which we gave him heck, his name was Jack, was his first name. His last name, not lying, A. Cock. His parents didn't like him at all. So we made sure we put old Jackie Cock on everything that we could. And so they've actually taken up money for people to turn us in, but that guy was so rude to the girls and stuff that no one turned us in. They knew who did it, but they were all quiet and didn't turn us in. One boy, and I felt bad about this, but his name was David, and we thought that David was a little funny. So they grabbed David one day, and I wasn't a part of this one, but they gave him like the ultimate swirly. Do y'all know what a swirly is?
Who doesn't?
Oh, yes.
So they took him, turned him upside down on the toilet, and then someone gave them this bright idea that duct tape was good for anything now. I don't know who that was, but duct taped his legs to the top of the bars and had him dangling upside down with his head and the top of his head in the toilet because everybody was scared. We don't want to drown him. We don't want him to be where, you know, but it was still the school toilet. I mean, so it's midnight. It is midnight. So we have now reached the first leg of the new year. Let's see if I can figure out if I can get this thing to work.
We're not going to see anything.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm sharing all these stories on the Happy New Year. So we have reached. Oh wow! What are we doing? What are you
I
doing?
didn't even know what he was doing.
He my cat just jumped up here like he was gonna get something. You're not named New Year. Your name's Leo. I think his name was New Year. So yeah, so y'all got to hear some new stories you never heard before. Don't try them at home. Don't do those to people. That was in the 80s. Those aren't good times. You can't do those now and not go to jail. I'll just say that now. So yeah.
That's
Man.
true.
Gosh, it's the year 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All I have is one question. Are you shocked you made it this long?
On the live stream?
No, I mean, no, I'm talking about in life, basically. Like, you shocked you made it this far?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I was talking to somebody the other day, and it was like you think about you think about the toys we grew up with, and I lived in a time where there were not seat belts in cars. So you think about what we had come from as children and what we survived to now. I'm amazed, and with where my health had been a while back, and dealing with my heart, I thank Jesus every day that I'm still here, that I am, because when I got into the ICU, there was a good chance, and they had already told Nikki that we can't get this taken care of. This may be the last time. And so Nikki never left my side the entire time. And there was a lot of praying people. And so yeah, I am very happy to be here. So what are y'all happy for? I'm happy to have a new year to keep doing what I think is what the Lord's laid on my heart to do. What are y'all happy for? Start with you, Harold.
Well, a lot of things. I mean, happy for finding my wife a few years ago. Happy for getting the opportunity to, sell some toys and make some noise, as I always say.
Yep.
Happy for having a good dog, a good goat. Happy for harvesting some crops that we didn't even plant this year. We planted watermelons last year. Well, technically year before now, as of now. And this past year, we ended up harvesting watermelons. We didn't plant watermelons this year.
That's
Watermelons
cool.
last year didn't do too good.
Oh, what happened?
Probably just the weather.
Yeah. Really hot, not enough water. We didn't get a lot of good rainfall.
I was gonna say, do you have like something to like sprinkle around like the area so the watermelon can grow much, better or something, or no?
Yeah, we do buy stuff to put in to mix in with the ground and all that, but yeah, the fact that we grew some that we didn't even plant this year, that was just that to me. I thought that was awesome. I mean,
Yep. I agree. What about you, Ruben? What are you
Oh,
happy for?
oh crap! That's actually one of the most hardest questions for me. What I'm happy for.
Yeah, it can be, but I've looked like I was told is that the first step to start recognizing something good is thinking about something small. What's one little small
Well,
thing that you enjoyed? What if it was something that you saw or was able to pick up or able to see or something to laugh at?
well, well, I did pick up some Ninjago mechs months ago. I was originally planning to get one of the biggest set. I know Starscream knows what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
but I have to help him out what he needs. So yeah, at least I made him happy. My sister's still trying to send the package for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, long story short, I still need that Ninjago set. It's a cosmic. It's like the tallest mech compared to the others in history. I don't know. It's even taller than that big Ninjago set that you all keep spamming me. I was trying to do a live stream build. You both don't think I don't remember it. I still remember deep inside of my memory. Which I told you both, wait until I finish, and yet I had to hurry up.
There you go.
No
It's always a
patience.
hurry up and wait.
No patience for you both. Legos is take time and satisfying.
Timely nowadays.
Yeah, it does definitely take time. What about you, Lord Master Starstream? What are you happy for?
I'm just happy I'm still living my life. Every day I'm happy that God has got me this far in life and put someone in my life that's willing to put up with me and a lot of great stuff to enjoy in life.
Yes,
Amen.
I'm very lucky to have my wife for 25 years. Someone to be able to put up with me that long, thick and thin. That's always a blessing to have a good helpmate. So I can't believe it's already a new year. Man.
Man, it's crazy how
Yep.
how things have been going for the last couple of years and how much chaos we not trying to get too political, but how crazy our country has been going into and all this I is all I could say.
I'm definitely hoping that this year things will calm a little bit back down for the nation and everything and whether whatever side that you fall on who you support, who you don't, just to realize that shouldn't be the only thing that you identify in life. It should be it's America, and the greatest thing about America is having so many different people out there that can have different thoughts, different ideas, and still, because you're an American, the greatest nation in the world.
Exactly. I mean, because you look at how other countries live compared to how we live,
Yup.
it's horrifying. And the fact that we can say the stuff that we do say about our leaders and don't get,
Rounded up.
yeah, because some countries you say the least little thing about a leader's hairstyle or whatever, next thing you know, you're
Nah, speaking of something like that, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm sure other countries can do this. I'm just giving the one that I know off the top of my head. But like Korea, for an example,
yes.
I don't know what part it is, but if you own like a Bible, and if they find out you have a Bible, that's execution off the spot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We're
Like,
very blessed.
Here's another thing. I think this is in South Korea. You have to have a photo of Kim Jong Un in your house. It has to be clean. If it's dusty or messed up, you could go to prison. But if you have a house fire, and this is the law, your first priority is to not rescue your kids. You have to save the photo of Kim Jong-un before your kids.
That's
And if
North
you don't,
Korea, but yeah.
yeah, if you don't do that, that's execution off the spot. Like,
Mhm.
I don't like some of the laws they have in other countries. Personally, I think they're kind of stupid, but then again, who am I to judge how their traditions are and how they work? But then again, I can't ignore it.
No, I mean we're very blessed to be able to have our country, and we are the last beacon of freedom, true freedom, you know. And every day it gets slower and slower taken away.
Nah, ever since Trump was elected, have you heard how many movie stars or celebrities just moved away out of the country ever since this whole thing? Like, have you been hearing stuff about that, Otto?
I have, and I mean, well, the thing is that some of those things that they have been a part of, that's who we really need to pray for, because
I'm not
they
gonna.
definitely need help in Jesus.
All I can, excuse me. All I can say is this: I'm just not willing to support anybody or anyone, and I mean a lot of people out there. I'm not willing to support anything like to make abortion fully illegal. I'm not willing to go that far. I mean, I get it if it's if someone was unconsentingly messed with in a bad way. I don't want to say the word because of how YouTube is nowadays and how very strict they're even more getting. But if you know what I'm talking about, I get
Mhm.
that. But and doing it just to do it, that's where I don't. That's just line crossing at that point, you know.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have my younger sister. I mean, my younger sister, that my mom was well in her 40s when she had my younger sister, and they were telling her because my dad and her apparently has a it's like a RH negative, and it's a rare blood type, and they were saying all these negative things and saying that my mom should just do it. She already had 3 boys, already had 3 sons. You really should. It'd be better for your health. My mom, through prayer, believed that she would be taken care of, and my sister came out perfect. Matter of fact, she's smarter than all of us. She got a full ride for college and everything. So I mean, she's the brains. And I'm going to read scripture as we're coming to this. It says, and I think this is something to take home and to heart. Comes out of Hebrews, and I want to read out of a easier translation. I usually read out of my King James, but for tonight I'm going to do it out of the Living Bible. And it says, "Don't love money. Be satisfied with what you have. God has said, I will never fail you. I will never abandon you." And for this new year, I think that is especially something that we kind of need to take to heart. Money's been tight. Things cost a lot more. But at the end of the day, doesn't God provide for the sparrows, the birds of the air? I mean, if he does that, then he's going to provide for us. No matter what happens, what comes, we truly have our faith and our belief in him. He'll never fail us. He'll never forsake us. And yeah, it's always good to have a little extra cash, but don't let that be you're all consuming and said, I got to make more money. I got to have more money, because you'll never have enough. You never will.
Yeah, I remember you always saying that you'll never have enough money and all that. Yeah, I remember you always saying that.
Yeah. Being with friends, being with loved ones, that's something that God very much showed me this past year, is having my friends, having my loved ones, those that will stick through you through the good times, but also stick with you through the bad times. Those are the people that you need to gravitate to, grab onto, hold on to. And even though we may be hours, miles, states apart, I want to make the channel back where this is a place that we can come, do live streams, chat, talk, and uplift one another. That's definitely something that I want to get back into doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I do want to say this. Out of
Hey,
all of the
buddy.
new series coming out next year for Age of the Primes, I'm just curious. What is the big white whale that you guys want to get? Like that number one figure you really, really want to get next year that has been revealed so far.
That would definitely have to be. There's two of them for me. My brain is. I can explain the one that's the female prime. It's going to be the purple car.
Solus Prime.
Solus Prime. I've always wanted her, and because I love the film bots. And then I want to definitely. My number one is going to be the black tank that I have a feeling they'll probably make 86 Megatron based off of his mold with all the fire. Megatronus? Is that right?
Megatronus.
Yes.
Oh shoot. There we go. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of an internet hiccup. Yeah, Megatronus the Fallen.
Yes. Oh wait. Ruben.
I guess I'm not the only one. But yeah, I can't wait to get both Megatronus and Solus Prime because those two go together since they were once a thing.
Yep.
But
unfortunately,
Megatron. But unfortunately, due to Megatronus' selfishness and not wanting to give up the blaster, he ends up killing the love of his life.
Yeah.
Truly a heartbreaking story.
Yeah, that is something that's the two that's really on my list. If I could only afford and could only get the two out of them, that's it. I definitely want to get all 13 proms. That's really what I've always wanted. But yeah. What about you, Ruben? There's two Rubens.
I have no clue what just happened. Just kicked the one that's right here.
We have an imposter, Ruben. It's Among Us.
We need to hear. Yeah, we haven't played Among Us in years. Man, I miss those good old days. Anyways, go ahead, Ruben.
What?
So what are you looking for toy Transformer wise this year?
Well, I have multiple, but I know I'm not going to be able to try to get it. Mostly because of money.
If there's one that you could get, what one would you really want?
The Silver Bolt.
The Silver Bolt. Okay. That's a good figure.
That's what I'm going to try to work on.
Is there anything you want out of the Power of the Proms?
Well, of course, the other two from the area bots.
Yeah.
And in the first three of the 13 primes.
Yeah,
I'll say
that's.
And since I mentioned Age of the Primes, I should have added Studio Series on top of this. The only figure I'm really looking forward to for Studio Series is just completing the full 86 Devastator, and we're supposed to get that full combiner this year. I cannot wait to get.
I can't wait for that too. That's the other one I definitely want. So, what robot or finger is your white whale this year, Harold?
Well, hopefully I can get a remote control chopper or a remote control Transformers Squeaks.
Ooh, I may still have a Transformer Squeaks.
Oh, Chihuahua.
Yeah, yeah. I think I got that for Nikki. It's probably in the packed right at the moment. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The remote control one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fun little figure.
He looks cool, man. I just think he looks so cool.
Yeah, he was one of the ones I did like from the Bay verse. I thought that he was a good little original Transformer. I kind of hope that we get to see more original Transformers. But yeah, and especially he'll spin around and he'll go straight back up and he'll do a spin and then he's got like a voice thing.
Fire his little gun.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I kind of hope I can get some different droid parts and like Frankenstein them together this year too, and make a little mascot that I've got in my head.
Oh, that would be cool. It'd
By
be like a little. What now?
By like some astromech parts along with the fairy droid arms and legs.
Oh yeah.
And then put like a cowboy hat and vest on him.
Yep.
Make a little mascot for us.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be a nice little to have in the background. That's kind of like one of the things about this guy. If I can, that's why I wanted to get me and Nikki both, because Nikki's going to be doing the reviews with me now, and have these guys be our little mascots in the background.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, absolutely, that would be cool. Nikki's working on a new little logo for me, because I wanted it to be just like a really a unique robot, and so that's what Nikki's working on right now, is a little Autocorrect Primer robot that'll be the little logo for everything and the backdrop, kind of update us a little bit. Oh, and I am very excited. I do have a new book that should be out this year. So I know, right? But all the artwork, all the stories, everything is just trying to get the stuff to the publisher and then have them distribute. But we have a Bigfoot book coming out this year.
Cool.
So very excited about that. And I can do y'all want to hear a Bigfoot story?
Oh boy, I love Bigfoot stories.
All right. Awesome. So in the book the stories are written, they're based off of true accounts, but they're written so that the people everything changed, but the context of the story is based off of true accounts. But I have my own 2 stories that's in the book that happened to me. All right. So I live in the Carolinas, and the land that we have that y'all know that we have purchased in one of the Carolinas, when we were getting ready to have it spec'd and everything, and Nikki was going out to the land, we were coming across. Bigfoot in my mind was like something that could exist, but at the same time, I was like, if it did, it probably would already been found. I now believe that I know why it hasn't been, and I'll share why. So we went on the land. We were walking it to see, because it's 6 acres, but it's land that used to be a part of this big natural reserve. But we were able to purchase the 6 acres off of it. And we wanted it just to be somewhere we could go and camp, where we didn't have to pay for the camping. We have friends that live near there, and it's close to a city in the area. So it's like a mom and pop city, but we just wanted something that because we can't afford to go to the beach and stuff like that and pay for a big old thing. But the Lord blessed us that we had come and was essentially given this land. And so out there, so Nikki's coming back and she's telling me some of the stuff that she's seeing on the land because she's kind of puzzled by it because we're both country kids and we've been out and climbing trees. We've gone a long time and lived off the land and fishing and other things. And her family hunts, so that's another side that she's like familiar with, even though neither one of us actually did any big game hunting ourselves, but small and other things, yes. So especially fishing. And so she's like, we were walking and we were seeing these limbs just like woven, and Nikki can't use to weave baskets and made baskets. And she's like, they're these big arches and they just have been like someone have woven them together like you would do a basket. And there was these big arches. And then when I went out there, we came across these holes and we couldn't figure out the holes are from or where they came from. And then we noticed that we started coming across trees upside down. We're talking about the whole root system is here, like you would have the branches, but the trunk of the tree is slammed into the ground. And it's not something that I could have done. You got trees like this that's been completely uprooted, turned upside down, and then slammed back into the ground. So that was something that we were like, what in the world? This is absolute crazy. But we didn't think about it, and we had some of the land. Someone was kind enough to cut down some of the trees in a little area to clear off so that we would have a little bit of an open area, because it was very much close. I mean, you had to weave and move like this to get through all the woods, and we had to make sure it was going to be all right for us to cut down any trees, because like I said, it does bump up to a natural, and the land was a considered a natural reserve for animals. And so we're doing this, and we finally got it cut off. And I told the guy I wanted to keep some of the brush because I wanted to use the wood to like maybe make a little like cheap little cabin little thing out of the wood. But he forgot what I had asked, if he didn't mind. And he kind of like pushed all the brush. Now he was going to burn it. And I said, no, I'll see what I can pull out of it and use, and it can stay there. Happy New Year, Ninja Bill. We just got somebody popped in. Happy New Year, Ninja Bill.
Happy New Year, Ninja Bill.
Yeah. Happy
Ninja
New Year,
Bill,
Ninja
it's been a
Bill.
long time, man.
Yep. And so I was like, okay. So we had made a campfire, and we're sitting out there at the campfire, and Mickey and our friend that's there with us is like, hey, we're going to take the car back to her house. We're going to grab the golf cart and we'll be back. You want to go with us? I was like, no, I'm fine. I'll be right here. And I didn't want to leave the fire in the first place. And I was like next to the fire, and I'm sitting there, and I get this, and I don't get the heebie-jeebies. And I get like I want to run. Like all of a sudden, they've been gone for a little bit. This didn't happen immediately. They've been gone for a while, but everything out there got dead silent. You didn't hear the bugs. You didn't hear any animals. The dogs that were barking weren't barking anymore. Everything out there got dead silent. And I didn't have a powerful flashlight with me. I just had like a little piece of crap flashlight. And now I have a very high powered one. And this is the reason why I got it. And so I'm sitting there and I'm hearing, and I'm like, oh, wait, is that deer? Because I heard some rustling. And I was like, okay. And then I recognize that this is someone walking. And I'm going, is somebody out here on the land with me? Because I had already talked to this one guy because he had put traps out on the land. He was using it to put rabbit traps and other traps out there to get game. And I said, we're the ones that now own this. I don't want anybody. And my friend has 2 little girls. I don't want them to walk out here in those woods and they get, step into a trap. You can't put that out there. So I thought it's this guy coming out here because I'd already, earlier on in the week when we were there, I had already caught him out there setting up the traps. So I had gone and had been collecting all the traps. I'd gone and took them, set them off, and was taking the traps or destroying some of them because I was like, this can't be out here. So I was thinking, this guy's come out here in the night, but does he not see that I'm sitting here right in front of this big old fire? Why would he be dumb enough to come out here at night in the middle of the woods? There's a campfire, is he not worried about being shot? That was what my mindset was, is that's what I thought. And then I was like, but this is eerily quiet. And I saw something move, and it was down at the brush where the thing had been put. Now, where the brush was also where those trees had been uprooted and like slammed into the ground. And so I'm noticing some movement, but I can't see it. And I'm thinking it's got the fire's messing with my eyes. So I'm going to step a little closer. I'm going to use my flashlight. And all I see is this black, huge silhouette. Just taller. And my mind's going, is there something next to the brush that's causing the light not to be able to be any further? And then I was like, I became really scared. All of a sudden, out of the blue, I became like deadly terrified. Like I wasn't supposed to be there. And by that time, I hear the golf cart is coming up the little dirt road. I immediately turned around, for a split second, to turn around to see where Nikki and Vicky were. And when I turned back and looked, there was no silhouette there, and I could see right into the woods. And my brain was like, okay, that's odd. That's weird. Well, Nikki started going, what if there's a Bigfoot? And I was like, no, you're kidding. She's like, no, you got to listen to this podcast that I'm listening to. And the stuff that these people are saying that's on the land, we're seeing on our land. And I was like, come on, you got to be kidding me. So it's called Sasquatch Chronicles. And I start listening to some of the stories that's coming out. And it talks about these woven limbs. And it's talking about these trees. It's just like somebody just ripped them out of the ground and slammed them upside down. And I'm going, no, it's a coincidence. Fast forward several weeks, maybe a month later. Nothing. We don't see anything new. We don't. So, cause for a while there, I think we lost Harold. So for a while there, we're like looking. Cause I was after seeing that, I was like, I'm gonna look and see if I can find tracks. I'm gonna see if I see anything. I found a lot of deer track. Found out a lot of game comes on the land. I mean, really, if I sat silently and on the ground, deer would literally walk by me and then would see me and then jump off and run. So we had a lot of large game that came out there, and we were riding. Nikki was driving. I was laid back in the seat, kind of kicked up as we're going. And as we're just going, I'm looking and I'm just looking in the trees. Bigfoot's not on my mind anymore. I coughed it up and said, it's just a coincidence. It's just not, we were reading too much into it. And, all of a sudden you got to remember, the brush is really close together and the limbs are too. And I see what I thought was a big black bird, maybe like I knew it wasn't a hawk, and I knew it wasn't, I thought it was a vulture. But then I was like, it's bigger than a vulture. And vultures will glide, and then a couple of times we'll use that to get their lift. And they sit there. And as that's happening, I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, what? That's not a bird, because it was going like this. It was, one arm was going frontwards while the other arm was behind it. And then when it grabbed hold of the next tree, the other arm came up. Had I been driving, had I been not in the position I was in, laid back, I would have never seen this thing swinging above our heads, going from right to left, and it's booking. And I'm like, is there monkeys that's been loose? Do we have gorillas that's been loose? At that time, and I go to Nikki, and Nikki recognizes I've seen something because I've gotten dead quiet. She's like, you've lost all color in your face. Are you okay? What's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm going, I just saw a thing swinging in the upper top of the trees from one huge tree to the next tree. And it's just going, and it looked like a gorilla. And I said it was huge. And I thought it was a bird, but my brain was going, that's too big of a bird. And to put it like this, in that part there, I've never been back to in a while.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's how bad it really affected me to go. I don't know if it's actually would be safe to go out deeper in those woods, because I was hoping to be able to go and take ours where it bumps up to the other part of the reserve and just go walking out there and see what I could see, or go to the water holes and stuff. But after that made me a believer in Bigfoot, and that's when I started putting together the stories and started putting together all the stuff, and was like, I had to. It was something that I was like, people will say I'm crazy, and I have had family members that, and we are very selected. We were very selective on who we said anything to. But now I was like, no, I'm just going to be honest and say, hey, I saw something I can't explain. This is what it was doing. I don't know what creature this is or why it's out here. But apparently, there's been a lot of sightings in that area. And it is taboo to talk about because they're known as like woolly boogers. And it's just, so yeah. And from there, that's what made me where I wanted to write the book.
It's actually an interesting story.
What now?
No, I was saying that's definitely an interesting story, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
some people call me crazy, but I actually believe that there might be something out there that could be Bigfoot or whatever. Like I'll say this, there is definitely a lot of parts of our world we have not explored yet, or are unwilling to explore, for that matter.
Yeah, when I started looking into it, I also was like, well, is there anything that biblically could match up to this or whatever this is? And the more I was doing research, the Bible says there were giants on the earth in those days and also after that. And when you get the description of what the giants looked like, they were huge and hairy all over. So you're seeing that even the Bible is describing the giants looking like Bigfoot and saying that they were everywhere, that they're all over the world and that they've been there. And they're not nice creatures. They're not the ones that you would go and say, hey, Harry and the Hendersons and say, hey, I'm going to eat with Bigfoot. No, it's like the commercial "Don't mess with Sasquatch" for the beef jerky. These are angry, and I think they're highly intelligent. I think they're very intelligent. And I think they know the land, and they know for years to stay away from us. So I look into a being called the Nephilim. That's what they used to be called in other tongues. In Hebrew, they were called the Nephilim.
Interesting. That's another thing on what I like about you. You do your research very well, and there's things that you catch that I probably wouldn't have ever caught.
Yeah, it's because and I've always been that way. And the reason why I've been that way is when I was a kid, and there was and I know kids will see this, but there was a person that came around this time of year, and they gave out things like this as little gifts. And I when I found out that wasn't real, then I was kind of like, what is? And that's when it made me kind of question everything.
Yeah.
From an early age.
Yeah. I question that same thing myself whenever with that whole thing that you just mentioned.
Yeah. Because it does. I mean, you're told that this thing here is real, and then you find out that it's not what you thought it was, and then you're like, I've been lied to all my life. And I'm only 10 years old. So it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now we're getting close. What now?
No, I was like, how could you?
I know, right?
My life. My life is ruined. I thought I knew what the world was like. It's not.
So yeah. Oh man.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And Ruben, is that fireworks in the background?
Fireworks and gunshots.
How do you know they're gunshots?
Ask the Christian apartment people on the other side who keep.
Bro, I tell you this 1,000 times. Fireworks literally sounds like guns. Plus, it is illegal. Plus, it is a very big crime to shoot off a gun in Houston, so that would have already been taken care of. But anyways.
Oh, trust me, the city don't even care.
You just wait. But nah, yeah, I questioned a lot of stuff, Otto, on what's real and what's not. Even still to this day, I usually try to stay neutral because nowadays they try to make you believe anything at this point.
Yes.
I was gonna say
Anything and
just wait
everything.
for it.
Hey, buddy. What you doing?
You have a really pretty kitty there.
Thank you. Right now, I got Cringer looking at me. Did you bring your? Yeah, you did. Look, he brought something. It's right down on the ground. Look
Not
at him.
trying
He
to-
says, "Daddy recognized it." He brought his ball. Usually before now, I'm throwing his ball for him to run back and forth and bring to me. Bring him back. Oh yeah, here he comes.
These little guys we
Brought it
got
back.
can be hyper attack.
What now?
No, the cats I have, they can be hyper as heck.
Yeah. Yeah, we call it the zoomies when they start running everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's how these.
Yeah, we call it the zoomies. I don't think you find it, Nikki. Huh? Oh yeah.
No, I'm excited for this new year because it seems like Hasbro's doing a lot of good stuff, and hopefully we get some really good stuff and not very bad stuff this year.
I agree. Hey, Nikki, can you go?
Oh, there it is. Gunshots.
It's just funny hearing it in the background.
Told you I'm not crazy.
He jumped up and grabbed that out of the air. Good boy. Look at him bringing it back. Yeah. Yeah. Where is it? I think you dropped it right there. He did.
Oh my goodness, those cute little cats.
He grabbed that again. He threw it. What you need, Jingle? Let's see, baby girl. Let's see, sweet pea.
I still need to complete 2 other old Lego Star Wars Technic that you gave me, Otto.
What's that?
Remember the old Star Wars Technic that you gave me years ago?
Yeah.
I completed the battle droid. I need to complete the other 2.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're getting all the Lego mini, the figures, and
Yeah.
we're planning to put them inside the display with the Transformers, be like little people running. Yeah, did you bring it? Yeah.
Oh, so Otto, I did forget to mention this. Even though I had a lot of Transformers figures stolen from me, I still had my hands on the Kingdom Megatron, the T-Rex one, and the Galvatron, and
Yes.
and that Rat Trap or the Core Class Rat Trap and Optimus Prime.
Well, those are the best ones to hold on to.
Oh yeah, even though I did not get my my Quintesson exhaust, my Bug Bite, because I know you I know you got those for me, and also those 2 DC figures you got me with that I forgot what that Batman figure was, and also the Azrael. I don't have those anymore, but I'm thinking about collecting some McFarlane figures. I do want to get the from the Batman versus Superman because it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Superman movie.
Oh, did you see the trailer for it?
Oh yeah.
I did.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people seem to like it. I'm giving all my hope to James Gunn on it since he did the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. I think it's going to be good. Me being a Superman fan, it was the very first book I ever learned how to read was Superman. And seeing it and the way it looked, and then I'm a big Guy Gardner. Nikki actually got me his first appearance that came out in 1968. She got me his first appearance. And he is seeing the, all the ones that's in the movie. I am excited, absolutely excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you bring the
I
ball
remember I
back?
used to own Superman return figures, only 2 of them. I don't know where I left it.
This ball. Or the Superman. I like the
Superman
fact that he's
Returns
back.
movie.
What's that?
Superman Return movie.
Oh yeah, the Superman Return.
I had
That
2
was an okay
figures.
Superman movie.
Where I left it.
Oh, and also Otto, you say you collect some GI Joe figures, even the newer stuff.
He's begging. You what now? Did you? Okay.
Speaking of G.I. Joe, I need to get Architect.
I do have some G.I. Joes. I don't have them out like I did, but I do have one that Nikki's really happy about, and that is Zartan, that when you put it near the freezer, he turns blue.
Oh yeah, that has Repulse exclusive. I actually want to get that. It's actually one of my favorite figures.
Yeah, so that's a really cool one.
Also, Otto, I am pleased. Since I remember a couple of years ago when we tried to pre-order some Earthrise figures, I told you you were going to pre-order the Earthrise Ironhide and Proud 2-pack, and I was wanting the Conehead 2-pack, and Amazon kind of screwed us over on the first.
Oh man, that's why lately we've been doing pre-orders also with Big Bad Toy Store on a lot of stuff, because that's
I'm actually happy because since Legacy, or ever since Legacy Evolution, they re-released Dirge. I'm finally happy to get Ramjet because I should be getting a Ramjet this week. So Legacy Evolution and Legacy United did the one thing Earthrise could not do, and that is give me both of the cone heads. And also, according to Hasbro, I'm gonna see how long this lasts, but they said that they're gonna try to make no more exclusive Seekers. So like Siege Skywarp was an Amazon exclusive, and the Earthrise Thundercracker and Skywarp was a Target exclusive 2-pack. They said they're not gonna do exclusive Seekers.
Well, I did see that they were going to bring those out for the Studio Series also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we already got Starscream as where he's Coronation Starscream, but they're supposed to be bringing all those out. Just re-releasing the ones they already have the molds for, and just re-releasing them as the Studio Series 86 line. And I'm okay with that. That's what they've done with Galvatron and a lot of other characters. So, and if I get them that way, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, and all they have to do now is re-release Thrust. I used to have Earthrise Thrust, but that's one of the figures that got stolen from me. And apparently, to be honest, I'm glad it got stolen because apparently the black parts on Thrust do not last over time. Like the black parts on him are so brittle they crack and bust over time. So with Hasbro changing their plastic, I really hope we get a new a re-release of him done better. So
yes,
since the first time he came out, he was a Target exclusive.
Yeah. And the fact that they're not going to do using better plastic for the white figures, I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah, I kind of like Hasbro is making somewhat of smart decisions, but then again, like what you talked about in the previous live stream, they have not been making very good decisions as of lately.
Yes.
Which is, yeah.
I wonder why.
The new CEO, what do you expect?
I don't know, I'm trying to be sarcastic.
No,
Boy.
I don't like the new CEO. It's just, ugh. Aye.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it is about making someone that's a gamer and gamer driven only that's now taken over as a CEO. I don't see how that's going to be better for a toy company.
No, like I said, kids don't want to play with toys nowadays. All they want to do is play games, which I kind of do not like.
Well, I mean, I don't see him playing with board games. I mean, he's thinking that they're going to be able to take everything back to board games. I mean, but you already see some of the stuff that he's done with D&D, and it's like, are you sure you know what that you're a gamer? You're not a corporate shell. I mean, that's the kind of thoughts that I go with.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I kind of miss. No, like I tell a lot of parents this and they agree with me on all kids do is play video games or cause trouble in school. It's not like the old days where kids want to go over to their friend's house or go play with their friends. All they want to do is sit down and play their video games. They don't want to invite friends over to play with toys. It's just now they want to rely on technology.
And I mean, I like playing Fortnite, but the other thing too is that, you know, they spend a lot of money on those skins, and I'm like, wow, you could actually have the actual figure in real life that you'll have forever, because what happens when that game is no longer available?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to restrain myself on spending a lot of money on Fortnite, because that is a thing right there. Because a figure can last a lot longer than whatever digital stuff you buy on a game.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got like 300 different skins, but if I'm going to choose between a skin or a figure, I'm going to go and get the figure.
Oh, I do need to ask you, Otto, did you purchase the Samurai Batman?
Yes.
I did too.
Yep.
Gentlemen, it's almost time.
Same for the Cyberpunk skin. And also, it's yay, it's midnight.
Yep.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yes.
And here we go again.
And meanwhile, I was living in the beautiful future ahead of us.
I am. Well, guys, my wife is getting ready to go to sleep, so I'll have to carry her to the bed. But I do plan to do some more live streams, so and then hopefully get the podcast going back up at some point.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
All right. Well, y'all have a happy new year, and we are going to say goodbye and let them know where they can find y'all too on the great thing called YouTube.
You can find me here on YouTube at The Rise of Master Starscream. You can also find me on Instagram and X. Yes, I now have an X page. And also for the record, to the people out there, be careful on how you use your words on that one. Don't use this sentence. Hang on, I need to check on my ex. And your girlfriend or wife is like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm on X apparently now. I got Autocorrect Primer and then one called Plot of Confusion, where I put some interesting videos for thought up on there. I know. We get bed. What about you, Ruben? Where can they find you?
Main channel, gaming channel, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I guess Steam, but probably not because I don't want people. Of course, Twitch, but I haven't streamed for a long time because I'm getting some issues. Everything I use hates me, so yes. I was gonna say TikTok, but if y'all remember, I think I mean not sure if the rumors are true, TikTok's gonna get banned. Let's see about that. If it is true, then it's nice knowing you on TikTok.
Yeah, I got 15,000 subscribers on TikTok.
I don't know how many I have. I know people don't even care. So
If we could get Ruben to start playing Fortnite, maybe we could also occasionally do those things together.
Yeah, about that.
Nikki's got her Fortnite account, and I got her new TV.
Hold on. Let's just say somebody forced me out.
Nah.
Oh.
I'm looking at you, boy. Anyways.
No,
Yes.
so now and cannons in the background are firing in the background over here now. Uh-huh.
Well, if y'all look for my gamer, it'll be Romelacca, ROMELACCA.
Let's see if you and Nikki can handle Dead by Daylight.
I haven't played that in a while.
I'll bet they won't. I'll bet both of them get their butt kicked less than 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, every time. If you go to my Twitch, you'll see my last Fortnite where I got my butt kicked every time. I did get a crown. Before the year ended. I did have a crown. So yes, I was happy about that.
Yeah, I ended up getting 5 crowns, and I also ended up getting the Master Chief skin and the full Cyberpunk bundle.
Yeah, I did the same on those. And I actually got into the tournament on Fortnite, and I did pretty good. I felt really good about it, especially for my first time doing a tournament, and I got pretty far in it. So, all right, guys. Well, y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all next time on the next live stream. Good night.
I'm out.
Now we have the awkward